Okay, now this is going to be rather a difficult commentary for me to do. If you imagine along the lines of difficulty, if you think about the steroids one I did, a lot of people said to me, wow, that must have been really hard for you to discuss, talking about those dark stages in your past. Realistically, no, they weren't too bad. There was moments in there where I kind of relived it in my head, and it was like, oh yeah, that was quite nasty and dark. But it doesn't bother me talking about it because the idea is to help people. This commentary is a little bit different. This is more current, this is from last week, and this is hard to talk about, so I might get choked up during a few discussions about this, but hey, that's life. Now, just very quickly in the background, there's a MK14 gameplay, Modern Warfare 3, and it was okay, it was a half-decent gameplay, so enjoy. Now, in my comment section of my video that I put up yesterday, which was the Minecraft one, oh shocker, Minecraft on Apocalypse's Call of Duty channel, Jesus, everybody unsubscribe. 35 people unsubscribed from me yesterday, which is awesome when you're trying to grow a channel. Oh my god, people are fickle, unbelievable. But yeah, I put a comment in the comment section and I said, look, sorry about the lack of uploads, I'm doing a video tomorrow that will explain it a little bit more in depth. So here it is. Now, last week was probably one of the worst weeks I've had in a long, long time. From probably Sunday night to maybe, I'd say Friday, it was hell. And I know there are worse things going on in the world at the moment, but this was my little hell, okay? So I'll kind of start you off from the beginning, but going back a little bit, obviously I've had all the problems with my recording devices, with my Sony Vegas, with my PVR, with my bloody ArcSoft, everything. Everything seems to be bubbling down into one big problem. I think I've kind of figured out what the problem is. I think it was all down to my Virgin Media security installation that I had on my computer. So for those of you guys, I don't know if you remember my video about me being hacked. I had Virgin installed and everything seems to have kind of snowballed from that. Now, if you have Virgin and you ever consider getting the Virgin security system, don't do it. Don't do it, trust me. Their security program is like the bouncer of an exclusive RSVP celebrity nightclub hangout place. It just doesn't let anything in. All the updates for your computer, all the Java and everything that you need to keep your computer ticking over so you can use it to the best of your ability, it won't let fuck all in. So it's like, oh hello, we're Java 3.0 and we've come here to make YouTube a little more clearer for... No, you're not coming in. Why? It's your shoes. Okay, we'll go and change our shoes then. Doesn't matter, you're not coming in. But we're best friends with the host. I don't care, you're not coming in. It just wouldn't let anything in. And I know my wife turned around and said, just disable the firewall, that should be okay. Yeah, you try disabling the firewall on that thing. It won't even budge. Honestly, every time I disabled it, it would automatically enable it. It was like the SAS of firewall. So I had to uninstall that, which I'm glad about because everything seems to have been ticking over better, I think. Touch wood. I'm touching my head. So going back to Sunday, I was sitting there and I was uploading a video to YouTube. I was actually uploading a video where I talked about the Battlefield lag. And all of a sudden, bang, my internet went off. And I thought, what now? I don't believe this. I went round to my router, had a look, and everything was green lighting, which generally means your internet's been cut off. So I had to wait till the next day, and I phoned up my provider, and I said, is there a problem with the internet? No, you just haven't paid your bill. And I thought, right, okay. Obviously, my payment bounced in my bank, and the reason for that being is because money has been really tight. Not just this month, but of I don't know how many recent months. Literally finding pennies here and there to keep the house ticking over, to keep my family fed, and even to keep the little luxuries coming in, like the odd occasional few beers in the house. Everything seems to have been a grind, and it's just been horrible. And last week it came to a head. In my mind, I wasn't going to be able to get the internet switched back on until the 30th. Thankfully, my mother took mercy upon me and decided to transfer some money into my account and get it put back on, and get a few bits of shopping in and things like that. But that's kind of how I live at the moment. We're living on the edge. We're living on the breadline. Unfortunately, I don't make enough money out of YouTube to be able to say, do you know what, life isn't a problem. All my YouTube money can pay for my computing YouTube experience gaming world. So yeah, the only way I got last week's video up, which as I say was I think the only video I've got up last week, I had to put the gameplay on a USB stick. I took the USB stick to my local library and I uploaded it from there. The only problem is I had a 4-year-old in tow. Now, in a library where you have to be quiet and serene and don't disturb people, and you're trying to upload a video to YouTube, and I was trying to get my head around their system, I've got a 4-year-old dashing off because she's seen the children's section of books, and she's running at me screaming with excitement because she's found room in a broom. And it was just like, no, this is too hard for me to do. You know, I'm trying to go here, there, and you have to manually move the mouse every 2 seconds, otherwise the thing will boot you out because it's on a timer. So no, that was a grind and a half. So I decided I'm just going to have to leave it. But the realization was that I was probably going to have to leave it till the end of the month, because on the 30th we would have had a bit of money again. So yeah, I was very close to making either one of two videos. I was either going to make a video saying, hello guys, really sorry to tell you, I'm just going to have to quit YouTube for a while. You know, I'm either going to have to lay low for the next few weeks, or maybe just lay low altogether and not stress myself up about uploading videos, because I know that you guys, you know, I know I always tell you it's about you, but it is about me as well. This is my experience, this is my downtime, this is my winding down time, you know, this is my therapy. I love doing this, and when I haven't got this to do, I haven't really got a lot bloody else, because we don't have the money to go out socialising. So I thought, well, maybe I should just concentrate on my, you know, priorities. It seems like everything's just happening at once, and all the signs are there telling me to bloody quit, because, you know, if it's not my recording program, it's my Audacity. If it's not my Audacity, it's my PVR. It's not my PVR, it's my Vegas. If it's not my Vegas, it's my fucking internet gets turned off. So yeah, it was either going to be a video like that, or there was going to be another video of me saying, hey guys, how's it going? Now, I'm really sorry to ask for this, but down in the description, well, just below where you see my Twitter, you'll see my PayPal. Now, if you click on that, it will say charitable donations happily accepted. So basically what I'm trying to say is, if I have any subscribers who are extremely wealthy and have more money than they can shake a stick at, please give generously, let me know how much you've given, and I will be really happy to continue this experience if you enjoy it that much, and I will pay you back when I can. That was what it was going to be, and I kind of had to sit back and think, no, I'm not a beggar and I'm not a quitter, so I'm not going to do either of those things. I just need to come what may. So the other reason why last week was particularly crappy for me was because I had a funeral on top of everything else. My auntie died. She'd been poorly for years, and eventually, you know, she's gone to a better place, because she was just spent about 40 years in absolute writhing agony. Now, my family all live miles away from me. I don't know, for those of you in England know your geography, but I live in Birmingham, my family live in Southampton, some live in Leeds, so we're practically as far away from each other as you could possibly get. And I haven't seen my mother and father for quite some time. Now, my father's got cancer, and I know he's been really particularly ill lately, and I was kind of worried about seeing him, but excited at the same time. Now, as the car pulled up the day before, obviously, the funeral, in my mind I pictured this man who I used to play football with when I was a kid and things like that, and out of the car got this man that I didn't recognise. You know, he looked really old, his skin was hanging, his eyes were red, he was losing hair, he looked miserable. It was awful. He couldn't even walk properly, he just looked crippled. And within about 5 minutes of me meeting him and making him a cup of tea, I had to excuse myself, go upstairs and cry like a girl because it was horrible. It was horrible seeing this man that, you know, you look up to, and all of a sudden he's just, I guess, just wasting away in front of your eyes, and time's got the better of him. So there was that, there was the bloody YouTube, there was everything. And I literally, honestly, I was at the point where I just thought, I don't know, my head is just too fucked up. I don't know if I can carry on doing YouTube. I don't know if I can continue to stress myself out with it. I actually feel like I just want to go off and fucking die somewhere, because home life's a problem. You know, when you haven't got money, you've got issues with your relationship. It affects you in different ways, and that's, you know, I'm not going to tell you too much because it's quite personal, but that's me just sort of giving you a heads up on where I was at last week. Now, things seem a little bit better this week. Obviously, you had the Minecraft video yesterday, which kind of explains why you had Minecraft, because it was the only thing I could play online, so it was the only gameplay I could capture. But, you know, onwards and upwards, maybe this will kind of work itself out, who knows, we'll see. I need a laptop, that's what I need a laptop. If I had a laptop, I could upload twice a day, and I've been looking on bloody eBay and things like that, trying to find something that's within a very, I wouldn't even say a reasonable price range, I'd say almost giving it away, and it's like, no, I'm not finding it. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at anyway, guys. Sorry about the sullen commentary, but I just wanted to give you a heads up and let you know that I'm going to continue to try to keep doing this. And I will see you later. Much love. Apocalypse done.